Welcome to the Genre Bender. Today, we are diving deep into the world of one of the most charismatic voices in music history, Tom Jones. From Welsh mining towns to global arenas, his journey is a masterclass in raw energy and undeniable style. We will break down 18 iconic tracks that transformed him into a pop and rock icon. How did he manage to bend the boundaries between pop, soul, and blues while preserving his entirely unique delivery? In this episode, we will analyze how the Welsh Tiger conquered the hearts of millions with his roaring baritone and effortless showmanship. Buckle up, it's about to get loud.
Are you ready to watch? Get comfortable. Let's go. Next song.
It's not unusual to be alone.
It's not unusual.
When I see you out and about, it's such a crime.
His career was a sudden explosion that permanently changed our perception of the traditional variety performer. Tom Jones didn't just sing, he lived inside every single note, turning every performance into a theatrical spectacle. We open with the track that instantly turned him into a superstar and became his calling card for decades.
It's not unusual to find out.
This hit practically blasted its way into the charts, stunning audiences with its infectious energy. Jones masterfully bent the pop standards of the 60s, injecting them with a heavy, driving groove and a brassy, celebratory horn section. It was a manifesto of pure confidence, where every vocal accent solidified his status as a new kind of superstar who could command a crowd's mood at will. This song still makes it impossible to sit still today. Friends, what does this timeless hit remind you of? Do you think this track would have become so monumentally popular if it had been performed by someone else, someone with less raw temperament? Share your thoughts in the comments, we really want to know your take.
Next song.
I saw the light on the night that
Delilah.
she was.
Following that high-energy opening, it's time for pure drama. This track proved that Tom Jones was a master of deep, near-theatrical storytelling. He was never afraid to be emotionally exposed, effectively turning a song into a cinematic mini-movie that forces the listener to hold their breath until the very last note.
The sheer theatrical drama of Delilah is impossible to overstate. Jones bent the traditional pop standard format toward a passionate, near-operatic delivery. His voice sounds like a tightly wound string here, perfectly capturing the bitter sting of jealousy and betrayal, resulting in one of the most powerful emotional payloads of his entire career.
It's no good for me, but I was lost like a slave.
This composition stands as a textbook example of how music can tell tragic stories. Friends, how do you handle this level of intense vocal expression from Tom? Do you consider this track to be his finest dramatic achievement? Make sure to write down your reflections in the comments. Let's discuss this incredible story.
Forgive me, Delilah, I just couldn't take anymore.
Next song.
I've been in love so many times.
I'll never fall in love again.
I can't take anymore. And it looks like
Following that fiery passion comes a moment of lyrical vulnerability. Jones always possessed the uncanny ability to be multifaceted, tender and exposed, yet unyielding in his honesty. This track showcases his talent for taking simple words about love and elevating them into a profound, personal statement that resonates deeply with millions.
it looks like.
In this performance, you can hear the absolute depth of a man's heartbreak. Jones bent a sentimental pop standard by infusing it with his trademark vocal growl and genuine, blue-eyed soul. It was a stark demonstration of how one can use personal pain to craft music that comforts others, establishing a permanent benchmark for emotional lyricism.
I mean it.
This song genuinely gives you goosebumps. Friends, do you think the protagonist was right to claim he would never love again? How close is that perspective to your own views on romance? Share your personal stories and impressions in the comments. We deeply value your sincerity in these meaningful discussions.
Next song.
With these hands
With these hands.
and a day.
When Tom sings, it feels as though the world around him comes to a complete standstill. This track is living proof of his ability to work with delicate musical textures, where every single word carries massive weight. The musical arrangement here merely frames the purity of his vocals, allowing the listener to dissolve completely into an atmosphere of warmth.
With these hands.
This was a supreme showcase of absolute vocal control. Tom bent the variety ballad format, giving it an almost prayer-like, reverent tone. Every single intonation here is pregnant with meaning, transforming the song into an intimate confession that sounds as if he is speaking to each of us individually, completely stripped of superficial pop glamour.
Long after stars have lost their glow.
This song is packed with genuine wisdom and warmth. Friends, how important do you think this kind of honest sonic delivery is in modern music? What do you feel when you listen to such deeply soulful compositions? Share your mood in the comments. It's incredibly important for us to know how these tracks impact your day.
With these hands,
Next song. I Who Have Nothing.
adore you and want you so.
He always possessed an innate gift for selecting material that perfectly complemented his raw temperament. This track is a stellar example of how classic soul music discovers a brand new lease on life in Jones's hands. He literally strikes sparks out of every word, proving that for an artist of his caliber, no genre boundaries are set in stone.
Go dancing by, rocking beyond.
The tension locked inside this song reaches an absolute breaking point. Jones bent a classic soul composition to fit his heavy baritone, engineering a sound that feels almost physically tangible. This was a demonstration of total mastery over the material, where every breath feels heavy with desperation, hope, and an unyielding will to overcome.
When I say
The sheer power of the vocals here is mind-blowing. Friends, do you believe he managed to surpass all other performers who tackled this classic? What exactly draws you to such a raw execution? Leave your comments below. Let's collectively appreciate the scale of this landmark performance that set the gold standard for the genre.
If you liked the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the Genre Bender channel.
Next song.
the old hometown looks
Green, green grass of home.
like my mama and papa.
Homesickness is a universal feeling that unites all of us, no matter where we find ourselves. Jones managed to take a traditional country story and elevate it into a global anthem filled with such palpable love and longing that it became instantly understandable in every corner of the earth, effortlessly crossing all linguistic and geographic borders.
Golden lips like cherries, it's good to touch.
Jones turned this track into something genuinely folk-like and universal. He bent the conventional country format, filling it with his signature vocal warmth. It is a tale of a dream, of returning to one's roots, which in his delivery sounds not like a mournful memory, but like a bright celebration of life, dignity, and love for one's homeland.
Smiling sweetly, it's good to touch.
This song always evokes a beautiful, soft sense of nostalgia. Friends, what specific place do you call your own home, where the grass is always greenest? What do these songs about returning to your roots mean to you? Share your feelings and memories in the comments. We are eager to learn what warms your heart in this fast-paced world.
The walls that surround me, and I realize
Next song.
my love for you. I guess I'm still
In Concert the Live Experience.
for you. Every other day there was someone new.
A Tom Jones concert is an absolute force of nature. In this segment, we are focusing on his onstage presence, where he effortlessly transforms any live show into a massive celebration. This was an era when an artist's live energy mattered far more than perfect studio production, and every move he made sent shockwaves through arenas worldwide.
Jones's live performances are a masterclass in crowd interaction. He bent the strict rules of traditional show business by placing the primary focus on a direct, raw connection with the audience. His charisma was so immense that you can still feel that electric spark radiating right through the vintage recordings today. Tom's live performance energy is the stuff of legends. Friends, have you ever attended a concert where the artist completely captured your undivided attention like that? What do you think matters more, a technically flawless studio recording or the raw, unfiltered energy of a live performance? Leave your comments. Let's discuss the magic of real live shows.
So willing to care for you. So go and make up your
Next song,
more than the great
More.
to you alone.
Songs that have already established themselves as classics take on an entirely new life when tackled by a performer of his caliber. This track is an exceptional example of how Jones could take a highly recognizable piece and breathe a completely distinct meaning into it, forcing us to view it from a totally fresh perspective.
His rendition of More is a complete triumph of vocal technique. Jones bent this pop variety classic by anchoring it with the resonant power of his baritone. He expanded the song into a towering declaration of love, where every word emphasizes a boundless passion and an insatiable hunger for life that defined his unique stylistic thumbprint. The sheer drive of this track is completely off the charts. Friends, what is something in life that you find yourself wanting even more of? Do you think Tom Jones captures that exact feeling of restless intensity better than anyone else in music? Write down your thoughts. Let's talk about what keeps us moving forward every single day.
Next song,
I awaken
Without Love There Is Nothing.
ashes. Now they're gone.
When love departs, often the only thing left behind is the music. This track delivers a bitter truth, sung with such aching sincerity that it is genuinely difficult to hold back your emotions. Jones showcases his vulnerable side once again, proving that a true artist must be willing to bare their soul completely before the audience.
There was nothing that she.
This was an uncompromisingly honest statement regarding inner emptiness. Jones bent the traditional ballad layout, turning it into something intensely personal. He isn't merely singing lyrics. He is sharing lived experience, transforming the track into the confession of a man who understands the true price of happiness and the coldness of a world without love.
Without love, I had nothing.
This song pierces straight into the soul. Friends, have you ever had to live through similar moments of absolute internal emptiness? How does music help you navigate back to yourself and discover the strength to believe in emotions once more? Share your experiences and impressions in the comments. Let's build a warm space for mutual support.
As I look at my life,
Next song,
I'm coming home.
I'm Coming Home.
Threw away and broke apart.
Coming Home is always a cause for celebration. This energetic, joyful track is completely saturated with a sense of happiness and excitement. Jones steps forward here as a man who understands exactly what it means to be loved and to look forward to a reunion, generously sharing that infectious optimism with all of us.
And forget your pride.
This track is pure, unadulterated musical pleasure. Tom bent the standard pop song template, turning it into a vibrant manifesto of happiness. Every word sounds like a direct promise, and his vocals flawlessly mirror the joyful anticipation that grips a person right before they reunite with their loved ones, making the world feel a bit brighter.
To you.
This song is a guaranteed mood booster. Friends, what specific track do you associate with coming home or reuniting with the people who matter most to you? What goes through your mind in those moments? Be sure to write it down in the comments. We are fascinated to hear what makes your heart beat faster in anticipation.
Want you. I need.
Next song.
Love is like candy on a shelf.
Help yourself.
You help yourself. Take a few. That's what I want you to.
Love is a game where sometimes the smartest move is simply to surrender to the rhythm. This track is an excellent example of how convincing Jones can be even when delivering the simplest concepts. His voice sounds smooth here, injected with a playful touch of irony, turning the song into a friendly piece of advice that acts as an invitation to dance.
My heart has love enough for two.
A remarkably stylish, breezy, and quintessential Tom Jones track. He bent the standard pop formula by injecting it with his effortless continental charm. This stands as a prime example of an artist commanding a room without looking like he's breaking a sweat. The music acts as a light breeze, inviting you to drop your worries and enjoy the present moment.
Just help yourself to the love in my heart. Yes.
This is the ultimate track for lifting your spirits. Friends, do you know how to truly help yourself to everything life has to offer? Do you view this song as an excellent sonic blueprint for being a little bolder in romance and in life? Leave your comments and stories below. Let's discuss the value of chasing your own happiness.
I have so much, it's unfair. Why don't you take a share?
Next song. Long Tall Sally. Rock and roll classics demand a very specific kind of delivery, and Tom knows exactly how to bring the noise. This track is a direct tribute to the foundational roots of heavy music. Jones transforms a legendary hit into his own personal statement, proving he wasn't just a variety singer, but a man who understood the frantic pulse of rock and roll.
The absolute momentum of this performance is impossible to contain. Tom bent Little Richard's timeless classic, making it sound even more defiant and hard-edged. This was a spectacular showcase of his vocal range. He doesn't just imitate the past, he completely reimagines it, unleashing a wave of energy that forced audiences out of their seats. The energy of this track is pure fire. Friends, what is your absolute favorite rock and roll cover performed by Tom? What specifically draws you to his interpretation of these foundational classics? Write down your impressions in the comments. Let's discuss how he breathes new life into the songs we all know and love.
If you like the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the Genre Bender channel.
Next song.
Show me a man.
Show Me.
Show me a man that's got a good woman. Show me.
The moment he steps out onto the stage, he is the one dictating the rules of engagement. This track showcases an artist who can be authoritative yet completely magnetic. It is music acting as a direct challenge, urging us never to fear self-expression and to claim what is rightfully ours if we possess the courage to fight for it.
A fierce, driving, and incredibly self-assured track. Jones bent the conventional pop variety format toward a highly dramatic, almost theatrical presentation. This is an example of an artist utilizing his raw charisma as an actual tool to captivate an audience, forcing them to believe every word and follow his musical lead wherever he steers the ship. This song is a direct call to be bolder. Friends, Do you find yourself having to say "show me" often when it comes to business or relationships? What does true self-confidence mean to you personally? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We are eager to discuss how you manifest bravery in your daily lives.
Each other, Lord, show me. Show me to be.
Next song,
I gotta tell you a story.
Treat Her Right.
All right.
Treating people right is the absolute foundation of any meaningful connection. This track delivers a simple yet vital life lesson wrapped in a confident smile. Jones is incredibly persuasive when he discusses romance, and his vocal delivery here sounds like sincere advice that you want to hold on to and utilize in your own life every single day.
This was an incredibly stylish piece of execution. Tom bent traditional rhythm and blues to fit his signature style, making it accessible and highly relatable. The song acts as a groovy reminder of how important it is to cherish those close to us, and how simple respect can permanently alter a relationship for the better if approached sincerely. This song does an excellent job of reminding us about what truly matters. Friends, what does treating someone right mean to you in your personal life? Do you consider this track to be a great musical guide? Write down your stories and opinions in the comments. Let's discuss how respect strengthens our bonds over time.
Every day, every hour, every minute.
Next song,
Two brothers on their
Two Brothers.
way.
Ballads are an area of music where Tom Jones has always been exceptionally potent. This track proves that you can be quiet and restrained while still projecting an unbelievable amount of power. It is music that forces us to pause, contemplate the bigger picture, and feel truly alive in the brief moment where only the voice and instruments exist.
Don't pay no mind, though you're gentle.
This performance is stunning in its emotional depth. Tom bent the traditional folk storytelling format, making the narrative feel intensely personal. You can hear a deep wisdom in his voice and understanding of how complicated human relationships can be, transforming the track into a philosophical reflection that lingers long after the final chord fades.
Beautiful morning.
This song leaves a deeply profound impression on the listener. Friends, what kind of thoughts bubble up when you listen to such heavy, storytelling compositions? Do you agree that sometimes it's vital to just stay quiet and listen to these narratives? Leave your comments below. Let's dive into this reflection together.
Two girls waiting by.
Next song,
He always
Thunderball.
why love the men just talk.
Spy blockbusters demand a highly specific breed of music, and Tom Jones delivered the goods flawlessly. This track is the sonic embodiment of danger, elegance, and absolute confidence. It transports us into a world of secret agents, luxury cars, and high-stakes espionage, where every single choice carries a heavy price tag.
Days of asking are all gone.
This was an absolute triumph of vocal power. Jones bent the traditional cinema theme format, injecting it with his trademark dramatic weight. His voice hits like a tidal wave, perfectly capturing the danger and adrenaline of James Bond's world. It remains one of the most iconic theme songs in the entire history of the 007 franchise.
Oh, him the winner who takes all.
Thunderball is an exhibition of unbelievable vocal skill. Friends, what is your absolute favorite Bond theme song of all time? Do you consider Tom's performance to be the absolute golden benchmark for spy cinema music? Write it down in the comments. Let's discuss what makes these themes so iconic.
His fight.
Next song,
Women do get weary.
Try a Little Tenderness.
That's all you got to do.
Tenderness is something we frequently hide deep down inside ourselves. This track is an open attempt to unlock that door and demonstrate that even the most powerful man is capable of being incredibly soft and sensitive. Tom Jones masterfully highlights this contrast, proving that true strength lies in the ability to be completely sincere.
This performance is a certified masterpiece of pure sensuality. Tom bent this soul classic to match his own delivery, turning it into an intensely intimate experience. He sings as if every note is a physical touch, proving that tenderness is never a weakness, but rather the highest manifestation of an inner strength that can melt any cold heart.
Never, 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 never possess.
This song quite literally warms you up from the inside out. Friends, do you agree that displaying tenderness requires a great deal of inner strength? What does trying a little tenderness mean to you during difficult situations? Be sure to let us know in the comments. Let's talk about how these simple things keep us human.
Oh, don't you know that it's
Next song,
deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans.
Johnny Be Good.
Right so well, but he can play the guitar just like a ringing up that go-go.
We are closing out a review on the highest possible note. Rock and roll, unfiltered energy, and pure drive. This has always been the very core of who Tom Jones is as an artist. This grand finale is a roaring tribute to the great Chuck Berry, delivered with such infectious joy that it is physically impossible to stand still. The perfect ending for a true icon.
When the sun goes down, maybe someday I'll never be in lights, saying Johnny be good.
Tom transformed this legendary rock and roll anthem into his own personal triumph. He bent the classic track, anchoring it with his massive charisma, and the result exceeded all expectations. It was an exhibition of pure joy and undeniable proof that a true master can own any material if he pours his entire soul into the performance.
Go, go. Oh, Johnny, go, I say go. Go, Johnny.
Tom's energy in this track is absolutely stellar. Friends, which specific song from our review turned out to be your ultimate personal discovery today? What exactly impressed you the most about Tom Jones's artistic range? Write it down in the comments. Your feedback means the world to us. Thank you for spending this musical evening with us. Stay tuned and see you next time.
If Mama told me someday you would be a man, and you would be a leader of a...
Tom Jones is far more than just an unbelievable voice. He represents an entire epoch in popular music, standing as a permanent symbol of sincerity, passion, and raw talent. We have broken down 18 compositions that perfectly illustrate how he read the room of changing times, experimented with genres, and always stayed completely true to himself. His journey serves as an inspiration to millions, and his songs live on, constantly charging us with their unrepeatable energy. Here on The Genre Bender, we will continue to explore the music that shifts our cultural foundations. Thank you for walking this path through Tom Jones's legendary catalog with us. Subscribe, smash that like button, and let us know what you loved most. See you in the next episode.
If you liked the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the Genre Bender channel.